Ooh. Oh, there are chairs over there. Huh. Spider webs. Ugh. All right. Here we are, ready to walk for every day. 1 hour every day. Burn 200, 300, who knows how many calories. That nice calorie burn's good for you, though. Perfect weather. Feels to be about 65 degrees out here. All right, here we are. How's it going, Mr. Goated Pulls? How's it going, man? This is our walk and talk stream where we walk and then we talk. Derek LED is here. Hello, Derek. Today, I think I'm going to get that PSA submission done now. Had enough time waiting for submissions to be added. It's nice to be outside. This definitely feels better than the indoor walk. I got a full belly. I just ate a ton of food. Probably a mistake. I gotta stop doing that. Look at them, they have a lot of visitors. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vehicles, all crammed into one home. I mean, it's just one home, so yeah, they must all be sleeping on the couch and stuff. Look at this house. I see 1, 2. There's a car in the back, so that's 3, 4, 5, 7. And in that one home, wow. It's 4th of July weekend, everybody. Things are crazy out here in Lake of the Ozarks right now. So much traffic. Really cool. View of the water over there. I went swimming yesterday. It was absolutely gorgeous. Free water. So nice. You could just walk right into it. It wasn't cold at all. People visiting. Yes, 4th of July weekend is a big weekend out here. This is definitely one of the biggest weekends in Lake of the Ozark. For 4th of July, we're going to float in the water and watch all the fireworks go off. So cool. All right, up the hill. No hills on the indoor treadmill, is there? Excuse me. Why did I eat so much? I'll tell you why. I had no food yesterday, or today, I mean. Yeah, I didn't eat yet. I didn't eat. So when the stream was over, I was starving. And then the stream ended late. So the stream ended at, what, 5 a.m. rather than 4? So now I got all this food in my belly, just starting to digest. I'm gonna get this walk on. Want to know what I ate? I ate some beef and I ate some sardines, and that's it. That's all I ate. And boy, does it feel thick in my stomach, man. It does not feel easy to digest. So quiet out here. My body feels so well adjusted to this now. Whew, okay. That's always such a huge hill. What's up, Jeremy? I've seen you in my TikTok streams. What? Oh, that's cool, man. I probably popped in and said, are those Pokemoms? I like to leave that comment. Or where are the free ones? Whew. Oh, man. That little home over there. That one almost seems abandoned. This one. Feeling good, guys. Feeling like a nice day, too. It's a deer right here looking at us. It's almost like the deer's wondering if we'd see him. Look at these weird plants. They're huge, actually. They're really tall. Like, that's taller than me. Yeah, they're taller than I am. They're really tall plants. And what are these? Like, what's growing on them? Look, it's kind of weird thing. Weird. No clue what that is. There's my view of the lake. Look at that. This is my walking view. Such a nice look. Such a nice view. Mr. has unresolved anger over PP flaps. Well, I got my PP flap, so you'd be wrong in that case. But I'm angry for you guys who will never have their PP flaps and you don't know what you're missing. What'd they say? Thousands of nerve endings in your PP flap? Thousands. Yes, it feels amazing. I would never vote to remove it. I don't think most men would. Hey, I've been doing this and going out walking early. Nice, man. Good choice. Even if you're not fat, you should do it. But if you're like me, you're fat. According to the BMI scale, I'm considered obese. I didn't consider myself obese because I didn't know what counts as obesity. But yeah, I'm obese. So you don't really have to be that overweight for the BMI calculator to decide you're obese. I thought obesity was like, the people in the chairs at Walmart, that kind of thing. The really, really huge people where you're like, oh, I don't think they'd fit through the door. No. Apparently just being kind of really fat. That's it. So if you're like husky, you're actually obese. Yeah, if you're husky, you're obese. So get working out, guys. Because I didn't know that was the definition of obesity. My goal was to lose 40 pounds to get to 220. So in order to not be obese, I have to get down to 180. 180, way, way lighter. So now I have a new goal, and I need to lose 80 pounds. That's a lot. That's going to be a lot of walking. Maybe I will do a heavier calorie restriction on my diet to try and accomplish this. It's true, I've been violated, says Atlantis. Back at it, Yanks. Haha, happy 4th, pee-pee talk time. Pee-pee poo-poo. Did you just call me a Yank? It's so funny. We were having a really interesting conversation about concepts like identity, immigration, the concept of a nation, the concept of, like, who is your community? Who are you? So those are really important talks. They're very often danced around because they're filled with the taboo. Those conversations get galvanized between two groups, the right and the left. And the right says, blood and soil, it's ours. And then the left says, you're a racist. So you never really get to have those, let's call them philosophical discussions about what's the smartest thing to be doing all the time, you know what I mean? But part of the reason why you don't have those conversations, maybe it's because you do actually conclude, well, maybe this country is mine, you know what I mean? So it's one of those dangerous conversations that you're not really supposed to have because your conclusions would go against perhaps what's best for consumerism or what's best essentially for your rulers is what I mean by that. Because consumerism, in one way, consumerism's nice. But another way, it's really just money ruling over all things, all aspects of your life. When the truth is, life is more complex than that. Life is about family, and your community is your extended family. Mister's doing a great job. Keep it up. Keto diet with fasting is best. Well, I mean, if I ate like this every day, I would be on a keto diet. I had beef. It was a roast beef. And then I had a tin of sardines. All I've eaten a day so far. And if I eat nothing else, it'll really be really low calorie. And then I bought these fiber supplements. So I can just eat like some beef and then a fiber supplement. And that adds fiber to the diet because the problem with all meat is there's no fiber in it. All right. Making good time, actually. I feel great. I feel a lot healthier. I say that a lot, but it's true. But I'm having trouble sleeping, I notice. I still struggle with being not sleepy when it's bedtime. I can tell today I'm really going to struggle with that. So I don't know what to do. What do you think about pursuing computer science engineering at university? Well, my wife says software engineer and she's good at it. Here are some signs you might be a software engineer. You have autism. You're extremely private and not at all social. So those are two pretty strong signs. All the best computer science programmers have been bad socially and really keep to themselves. And guess what? That's how she is. She keeps to herself. She doesn't like social media. She doesn't like parties. She doesn't like hanging out with too many people. Very private, very private. She's very sensitive. So I think that's what causes someone to be so private. They're sensitive. And she's very intelligent. So right away, another sign you might be good for computer science, you're real good at math. She and I would get high scores in math. So if you're going through math and it's easy and enjoyable, that is a clear sign to consider computer science. So if you like not communicating with humans, but communicating with the machine, and you like math, clear indicator you could be a computer science major. If you hate math, do not bother trying to be a computer science major. There's still technology jobs. Web developer comes to mind, web developer. Software user. Some companies build really complicated software and then they need people to operate it. You could be a software consultant. So you can tell a company, hey, you need a software solution to your job. We can tell you what you need. So those are some examples of jobs that require no coding skills, but pay well because they're in technology. So getting a technology-related job is good, but you're talking about a software engineer. Okay, that's a technology job that's all about math and coding. So if you do not like math, you will not like back-end coding. You will hate it. Something to think about. I think I have a touch of the tism. I think everybody's questioning that these days. But to be honest, a lot of people probably just never really learned to be social. We live in a society where we're all on our cell phones now, so nobody gets any experience. But some people are really in the top 5% for antisocial tendencies. They are a good choice for getting into a highly technical job where they primarily interact with the machine, okay? So like engineer, maybe car mechanic, farmer, software engineer, right? So some jobs are very social and require social skill. Software engineer requires that you can solve really, really tricky puzzles all day. Really boring, tricky puzzles on a computer screen. So those are the signs. If you get bored of math, you will 100% be bored of software engineering. So if you get bored of math, you will not like coding. Simple. Don't try to force it. Don't try to force it. It's like trying to be a dentist and you hate teeth. Why would you do that to yourself? Find something that matches your personality better. The reason software engineers get paid so well is because as a percentage of the population, there's fewer people who actually enjoy the feeling of coding. So if you don't enjoy the feeling of coding, it's not for you. Don't do it. You gotta make sure you like it because you're gonna do it for the next 40 years. It's not gonna be fun. My opinion. All right. I figured it out by meeting and befriending someone that was severely. One day, I saw this meme about realizing your friend is also autistic involving Spider-Man. Yeah, I mean, the term autism has become such a broad term. In my opinion, it's losing meaning. Like everyone's autistic at this point. You're all autistic. Congratulations, you have autism. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to have autism. almost. It feels like people want to say that about themselves. You know why? Because it's easier to say, I have autism, than it is to say, I have low self-esteem and zero experience being social, right? Easier to just say autism. Oh yeah, I'm a little autistic. I'm on the scale. No, you're just someone who doesn't have any experience, and you have no confidence. But some people really are autistic, and it's not like the way that we describe ourselves. Autism is like a brain problem, a real one, but it's become such a broad term, it's losing all meaning. I don't like it. Autism should really define somebody who has a certain serious dysfunctionality. And then people who are bad socially, they should have a new term like, I'm antisocial. All right, up the steep hill. Here we go. How's it going, Aaron? Vendor giveaways tonight. I told people they have one extra day to become a vendor. Then we reset, and we'll get a new one going. I was born with certain abilities that I can't explain. Oh yeah, you should explain them. I was born with the ability to eat too much sugar and get fat. Caca. Heart pumping, lungs pumping. I have these powers. Just catching my breath. That's the trick with this hill I've learned. You catch your breath. It is warmer than usual out here. This is summertime weather. When it's cold again, this is gonna be so easy. Stop and have a drink. Oh. All right, good. Up we go, up the hill. Only 16 viewers this time. What would you guys like to talk about? Have you heard of Joe Linder? Nope. Oh, Joe Statics. He died. German guy. Workout buff guy. Died of a heart attack, right? Or no, aneurysm. Which is basically a heart attack. It's a different kind. Sad, man. He's a great example of what not to do. I told you guys, there's an actual heart doctor I listened to on TikTok, like a real doctor who's been in the business his whole life. And he said, do not do power exercise. He said, don't power lift. Don't try to become overly buff. Don't push your heart to the limit, trying to get those gains. He said, to live to 100, you need a healthy heart the whole way. He said the trick was to have a pleasant exercise, A pleasant exercise that lasts for a long time. He said that's the trick. He says when you push your body to the limit, you actually increase your odds of a heart attack. I thought that was fascinating. And when I looked up other doctors, they all said the same thing. They said those guys at the gym who are super buff and they're gonna steal your girl, they're all gonna have heart problems later because your body is actually under a lot of stress, and the muscle is a stress response. They're saying the muscle is a sign of physical harm, basically. Your body's having to adapt to what it believes is a very, very dangerous and difficult environment, right? So your body has the ability to adapt, and it adapts to an environment where you need muscles like that. Well, what kind of environment would require such muscle? Only the most extreme environment would require you to be so buff, because you must be lifting 1,000-pound boulders all day and barely making it if you don't. So you've essentially tricked your body using a gym. You've tricked your body into developing these massive muscles that are totally unnecessary, and that's not for free. So apparently it puts enormous pressure on your heart, your arteries, and even your hormones. Your hormones believe that they are in a constant struggle to survive. Like, oh my God, they're working out so much. We must just barely be making it. This is what's required for survival. Quick, build more muscle. So apparently all that ages you like crazy and wears your heart out. You're literally using your heart a lot harder and a lot more. And apparently it causes a heart attack. So those guys at the gym, and perhaps you too, if you're listening, might be developing body dysmorphia, where you feel you're inadequate, you're not sexy enough, you don't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get out of the way of the road here. Wow, he's driving fast, man. He's driving too fast. Look at him blaze by. Very fascinating. How many cases of 151 will I be holding? Probably none. I don't consider 151 an investable set. I could be dead wrong, but I'm going to continue to save my money and focus on sets that are more like Evolving Skies. So the reason Evolving Skies stands out to me is because the artwork in the set is so unbelievably good. Everyone's always going to want it. So today, if I had to choose a set to invest in, it wouldn't be 151. What does 151 have? It has Erica, okay. And then it has a bad-looking Charizard, okay. An okay-looking Blastoise and an okay-looking Venusaur, right? So those are all fun. Now, 151 will continue to sell. It's a fun set. But it's not like SV49 Charizard from Hidden Face. But let's talk about SV49 Charizard. He's one of the best-looking cards in a long time. You see him, he's breathtaking, he's gorgeous, and yet he is printed. Hidden Fates was not a good investment. If you took all your money and you bought nothing but Hidden Fates, and then took that same money and bought nothing but Evolving Skies made you a millionaire, and Hidden Fates barely changed in price. What was the difference? Well, it's not like Hidden Fates lacked a good card. It had a very good card. SV49 Charizard, it's amazing. I love them. But the problem was they overprinted it. Okay, so this is what's going on. Now, so the print run matters a lot. We don't know what's going to be overprinted or not. But I had a feeling Evolving Skies was not going to be considered a chase set to the Pokemon Company. And yet I knew it was going to be a chase set for the average buyer. So I said, okay, this is going to be one of those sets where the buyers decide it's super desirable. And so that's why I bought it up, because evolutions are not the standard for investable cards. Charizard is the standard. So it's not a Charizard set, and yet it's super desirable. All the flags were green, and I bought like 6 or 7 cases of it to put into storage. In hindsight, I should have bought more like 70 cases. Should have skipped all the other things I was doing. I shouldn't say that. I was spending a lot of money actually on poker cards. I still do. Did you guys see my latest TikTok? I shouldn't be shouting. It's like 6 a.m. in the morning. So I spent a lot of my money on those poker cards, and they are doing so well. It's shocking. Poker cards are going to the moon. I looked up their sealed box price lately. Somebody just posted a silver deck for $1.4 thousand. I cannot believe, like a year ago, I was buying that for $140. So, I like poker especially because it's out of print. But, yeah, so anyways, so why would I buy Pokemon 151 when I could buy V-Star Universe? V-Star Universe has way cooler artworks. Think about it. Think about it for a minute. So V-Star Universe has Giratina, Palkia, Dialga, Golden, and then it has plenty of girl cards in it, right? Cynthia and the Sinnoh girls or whatever. And then it's got, I think, 2 Charizards in it. There's the Resting Charizard and then the Charizard versus Mewtwo card. And then so many other good cards. Leafeon and Glaceon. The legendary cats, Suicunente and Raikou. And overall, it's just a great set. It also has those God Packs, which are fun, right? Although they ruined it in English. So why would I buy 151 when V-Star is so much better? But it's not just V-Star Universe. There are other sets you can consider as well. It's just, like, for example, like Lost Origin with the special Giratina in it. That sells, man. They want that Lost Origin Giratina. They do. So why am I stuck being told, you got to buy 151, 151, 151? People are just obsessed with the idea of base set. Just like they're obsessed with the idea of the base set Charizard. It has a certain nostalgic draw to it. That doesn't make it the most investable set. But worst of all, the Charizard in the set is ugly. And that is unforgivable. That set will not be... It will go up. I said that a couple times. It will go up. But it will not be a chase set in the end. They will print something better than 151 in the future. I think both the Celebrations and 151 are very boring. I mean, dude, 151 Celebrations, that set's really hot as well. It's a really cool looking set. Rather be dead wrong and not lose money than have the potential to lose big. Well, that's not a very good argument because I already argued that concept. So you could have put all your money in Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates has a really good Charizard. Very popular. Very good on social media. And yet, if you had done that today, you would not have made any money from that. And then if you took the same $1 million and bought nothing but Evolving Skies today, you'd be so wealthy. It tripled, it quadrupled, right? So no matter what you buy, you risk the opportunity cost of having missed the other thing. So it goes both ways. So you can't just say, well, I'm going to buy it anyways in case I miss out. Well, buying it might be the reason that you miss out because you bought that rather than saving your money for the next set. Whew. Car coming by. Whoa, that is huge. He said that was an argument for what you said, not against. Oh, my bad, I'm being a goof. Yeah, 151's decent though. But again, one thing that'll really help is knowing, is it going to be underprinted? That would be huge. If it was underprinted, then I'd say go buy some. Our previous concept of print to demand is a lie. I was lied to. I was lied to by other YouTubers, essentially. You know, other YouTubers, they're always trying to make the most clickbaity argument. And so they're all saying, scalpers are doomed. Scalpers are done for. That's what they were saying. Because they were then saying, did you know Pokemon 151 will be printed to demand? That's what they were saying. And when I actually looked more into it, it was Matthew Fowler saying, hey, Pokemon Company didn't actually say that, right? So I was like, well, yeah, they did. And he's like, no, they didn't. So I looked it up, and all they promise is for you to order one box from them online. That's it. And that's not print to demand. It's print to order. And I said, where did this concept of print to demand come from? It came from the Vivid Voltage era. So I went back there, and I looked up their official statement. They did not say print to demand for Vivid Voltage either. So it's these damn YouTubers, man. These damn YouTubers spreading false ideas. I'm guilty of it because I listened to them. But I wish they had been more faithful to the actual writing of the original email newsletter where Pokemon simply said they were printing at max capacity. That's what the Pokemon card company actually said about Vivid Voltage. Nowhere in the statement did it say print to demand. So this is really fascinating to me. Pokemon has actually never said they'd print to demand anything. So there I am. I've been beguiled by the promise of infinite Pokemon cards, and really the salacious lie that, oh, scalpers are doomed. Clickbait garbage. Scalpers obviously are not doomed. Not that I'm supporting of scalpers, but I'm saying you're a fool if you think it's going away. And Pokemon is not a print-to-demand company because they have never announced that they would do that. But it is interesting because Vivid Voltage is pretty cheap these days. So going back to our principles on the value of an investable set, how much is printed and the demand is the basic calculation. And it is possible for them to overprint 151, right? Like I got a bunch of Lost Abyss in my closet. That doesn't sell, even though it's pretty cheap. Well, I think it was cheap. But Lost Abyss, that's got the Giratina and it's a really lovely card, but I haven't sold any in like 4 or 5 days. So this concept of infinite demand means that you can just put a box in your closet and it goes up. It's just not true. The truth is some stuff goes up. And the question is, how do you know which is going to go up? And when that set becomes available, do you have the money to buy it? So all those are fascinating, facets of the complex equation of when to buy, what to buy, and how long to hold. That's what she said. The Mewtwo and Mew were some of the better cards in 151, but have to spend a premium to get them. I mean, I saw the artworks for them and they were just okay. I'll be honest, look at them. They're just okay, right? You had the Golden Shiny Mew from Celebrations. That's pretty nice. Golden Mew from 151 in Celebrations. That's a nice card. But this new Mew is just regular Golden Mew, and we just had Celebrations Mew. I think it's just okay. Mew was never like the most expensive card anyways, right? In the hobby. Like let me think, there's Southern Island Mew, Koro Shiny Mew, probably like a few others. There's this Mew from Pocket Cardos Monsters or whatever. So there's some cool Mews out there, but it was never like the card, right? So, having Mew be the chase card's fun, I suppose. Maybe it's supposed to be considered like a Mew set, but he's not the card everyone wants. It was me that said it, says Average Player. Well, no, it was Matthew Fowler. He was the one telling me that Pokemon never said print to demand. Maybe you said it too, and I just don't remember. I remember you saying that you think that it won't matter and that it'll still be worth like a whole bunch next year. And I said, well, my response to that was, well, even Rebellion's Call, I'm sorry, no, it was called Rebel Clash. Even Rebel Clash doubled in value, and no one likes Rebel Clash. What are your thoughts on Crown Zenith? Why would you invest in Crown Zenith when you can invest in V-Star Universe? Because Crown Zenith I believe it has the Charizards removed, doesn't it? I think there's one Charizard left in the set, isn't there? I can't remember actually. So Crown Zenith was ruined by the Charizard Premium Collection. You should have not gotten deep into Crown Zenith. And really, there needs to be some way to leave feedback to the Pokemon Company to stop it with these garbage premium collections that ruin the fun of the collecting of the English cards, because it is no fun. It's just like the Tag Team All-Stars Charizard. They released it as a premium box. All right, well, the Japanese Tag Team All-Stars Charizard is actually collectible because you actually have to pull them. So he's looked at as rare. When something becomes a guaranteed purchase item, it's not rare anymore. It's kind of this goofy looking card, you know? Just took my dog out to pee, surprised a family of raccoons. Nice. All 3 Charizards are in the Charizard UPC. That is such a travesty. Should be illegal to do that. Like, there needs to be a way to tell the Pokemon Company to shove it up their ass with these premium collection boxes. You know they're doing that again, right? They're doing that with Pokemon 151. The English version, the Chase Mew, is going to be in a premium collection box. So, more getting screwed in the ass by the English Pokemon Company. There needs to be an uprising. We need to lead a violent uprising. We'll tear all your Pokemons in two. What a garbage thing. They ruin the value of the Chase card. They're basically saying, just buy it straight from us. No, dude. Stupid. Ruin the hobby, really. Dumb decision. Let's take the most valuable card out of the set and turn it into a card you guaranteed get. Why even open up the packs then? Right? Stupid. They keep doing it. Don't you also get the gold Mew, but it's a metal card? So if they want to do metal cards, that's cool. I like the metal cards. Excited for the future of the metal cards. I was saying what they ought to do with the metal cards is reprint all of the base set as a metal card. And not just the Charizard and the Pikachu. All right, this is a hill. Oh, I'm sweating like a mother, guys. We are getting our exercise right now. So dumb. We are pissed. Flawed logic, for sure. Oh, Lordy. I'm pissed. My Poke's my body. All right. Empty can of water. Here we go. Walking. Every single day. The slow burn till we weigh 180. Oh, God. So hot. So muggy out here. The UPC is them trying to eliminate the secondary market and just sell the Chase card themselves. Yeah, whatever their argument is, doesn't matter. Who cares about the secondary market? There's not going to be a secondary market of collectors when the most exciting thing about opening packs has been destroyed by corporate greed, right? The most exciting thing about opening packs is knowing there's a Chase card in them. So you're going to what? Take that card out for yourself and sell it directly? Trash. Trash company. Whoever's in charge of the leaderboard, sitting in their mahogany desk, fire them. Fire these guys. It is one of the dumbest decisions. The Charizard UPC set, ruined Crown Zenith. And what it should have been a very exciting set. You know, we barely sold. In the end, we barely sold more than about 4 or 5 cases of that. Did you know, when Champion's Path came out, we must have sold like 20 or 30 cases. Because it was actually fun pulling a Charizard. 20, 30 cases, I guarantee it. Crown Zenith, I told you my sales are down. Maybe like 4 or 5 cases tops. That's it. That's the difference. It's massive. How much Crown Zenith did you guys see me open ever? Almost none. Why would you open Crown Zenith knowing that the Charizards are gone? It's not my price, I promise you, because in that time period, we sold plenty of other product. So it's not a price problem. I get, if we went lower on a price, of course sales would go up. But other items continue to sell on my channel, not Crown Zenith. So it's simple. The explanation is right in front of you. They took out the most important cards. They actually removed the Chase cards from the set like dummies. So they are ruining the hobby with that. Forget about scalpers for a second. There's no greater scalper than the company itself. Taking your card, making it valueless. They're the real scalper. And people don't talk that way about it, but it's true. You know, we don't always like secondhand market manipulation. But what could be worse than having some stupid corporate guy who gets paid too much decide, you know, I want a bonus this year. So what's the Chase in that set? Charizard? Take all the Charizards out. We're going to sell them separately. Garbage. And I would argue, I suspect, over time, because of all of the talking we do as collectors, they will sell less and less of that English product because no one's going to want it. I'm not going to want it as a card store. I'm going to say, I'm not buying that. I already know people aren't going to open it. It's got the best card removed. Card stores aren't going to want it. Collectors aren't going to want it. Collectors are going to be so disgusted by the way that they're treated that they're going to say, I'm only buying from the Japanese companies. Deal with it. And that's the future if they keep this crap up, which apparently they are because of the golden Mew having been removed. Is it just the golden Mew or is it also the alternative art? Because I could have sworn it's the alternative art Mew as well, right? Help me out here, guys. They removed the alternative art Mew as well, correct? Imagine Giratina and Lost Origin was a promo. Exactly. That's the whole fun of pack opening. Imagine, so Magic the Gathering probably just made bonkers amount of money on sales of their one-of-one ring card, which, I was a little annoyed about because it's like, all right, I get it. You made a jackpot. But imagine instead of doing that, what they actually did was they created a collector's box and everyone gets a one-of-one ring card. It would instantly be valueless, and no one would really have a very strong reason to open those packs. So the one-of-one ring proves the principle of what is driving sales in the packs. Chase cards drive the sales of booster packs. And so this is why the American English version, A, needs to be launched at the same time as the Japanese version, and B, needs to be launched in the same way. No more removing the chase cards from the set. Are you crazy? So, but they're not going to do that. So, and then I won't collect it. So who cares? Right, I'm collecting cards, but I'll collect from anyone. I'll collect from Weiss if I have to. I'll say, Sayonara, Pokemon, you're greedy. I'm going to collect Weiss. Your Pokemon company is a scalping company. You're greedy. So we're going to do Weiss instead, or whatever else. Let me think about what I would actually collect for a second here. Gold and silver comes to mind. And then maybe Weiss. Disney Lorcana has a chance of being a fantastic company. I don't know. So if they're smart, I'll invest in Lorcana, man. I will. I'll put real money behind it. 10, 20, 30,000 buy-ins. I'll do it if they're actually good. But it depends because I don't know what they're going to do. It's probably because Crown Zenith is so easily available at retail. It was ridiculous. Yeah. So a lot of people think maybe it was overprinted. Are you sure? Maybe nobody effing wants Crown Zenith because there's no Charizards in it. You removed them all. Ta-da. Kids' parents I see in stores usually never buy card products worth more than a few packs. Altart as well. There you go. So the Chase Mew Altart, the Chase Golden Mew, both removed from Pokemon 151 for English. Garbage. Trash Pokemon company. Why would they do that? Put something else in there. Put like, I don't know. Put some like illustration cards or something. I cannot believe they would take the Chase card and just make it a guaranteed pull. You're destroying the concept of the booster pack. A paywall for Chase cards as promo is dumb. Right, well, it's not just a paywall, though. It destroys the value of the boosters. You no longer have anything to chase in the boosters. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well just buy those cards as singles. The regular pulls. The only good pulls, there were just a handful of good pulls. Yeah, I'm saddened. But people are going to go crazy and buy a Mew premium collection. And then they're going to watch all their money go down in flames. They're going to be like, why do I keep buying this English product? And then when I go back to the market to sell it, I lose all my money. Right? So people catch on to that shit. Whew. Play the video of Mr. Krabs saying he likes money. Money! Someone from the YouTube Poke community designed the original art for the Snorlax promo in English 151 ETB, and Pokemon reworked it for the set. That's cool. In the English 151? Yeah, that's neat. More of that, that's good. Sorry, I got a runny nose. Whew. Walking, man. 45 minutes in. When you're walking and you're not on a treadmill, you get a nice wind by your ears and everything. I noted when you're walking on the treadmill, you need like a fan or something to cool you down. We were watching the news. It was kind of fun commentating on the news, but it was harder to read your comments. So what do you guys want to talk about next? We can complain about Pokemon 151 all day long till the cows come home. You guys want to talk about anything else? They got the France riots. They ran a vehicle into the mayor's home, and his wife and child got injured. He said it was an assassination attempt, and they're destroying France right now over a kid who. So I'm reading more about it. He's a kid with a long rap sheet. He's an illegal drug dealer. He's driving illegally, and he tried to run over the cop. Okay. I don't know what constitutes you being dangerous, but maybe being a drug dealer who is trying to run over a cop, because a vehicle is a weapon, yes. So he got shot because he was driving a vehicle and attempting to run over a cop. And so this is what they're burning France down over. Awesome. I think that what's really going on in France is there's a lot of racial tension. That's what I think is going on over there. And so it's very similar to George Floyd, Summer of Love in the United States. So France is enjoying the benefits of its multiculturalism to the max today, because I sincerely believe if the boy who had been shot was just a white French boy, probably this would not have happened. I don't think there would be so much damage being done. 1,300 people arrested today for the riots, and I can't imagine the cost of the damage. As you know, France has a lot of money laying around to pay for all this. That's why they can't afford to give people their early retirement. You know what I mean? Ever heard one of the stories behind the Weiss cards for Rascal? How's your diet been? Are sardines off the menu? No, I eat sardines still. Yeah, sardines are on the menu. Got to go liberate France again. Racist, mister. Black people should be able to do what they want. Right. The fear of being called a racist, I think, has been extremely effective over time. It is the ultimate fear, perhaps, of white people to be called racist. I don't know. It doesn't seem to work on other races, I suspect. But, you know, it is what it is. If the boy had been shot in the car, and he was just a white French boy, I don't know. I don't know if they would have rioted the same way. Do you guys think it would have been a riot? The moment the boy was killed, the mom calls for revenge. And now they're just destroying all this private property. People who didn't believe in shooting the boy, probably just normal people. They have businesses to run, lives to live. But all of their livelihood is going to be destroyed in this riot. So I do find it fascinating that they targeted a politician. That is interesting. I feel like that's kind of like probably more effective in initiating your change. Although you would argue that that's not really democratic, is it? That's not how a democracy operates. The best thing to do is to organize and vote. That would be a truly democratic sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? A democratic, not response, solution. There we go. One of the signature cards from Rascal Weiss was supposed to be exclusive to the trail deck, but was never put in. So they decided to hand it out if you pulled the My signature and a booster. But everyone traded in, and it's priced sort of like $3K. Hey, mister, I'm still stuck at work. Save me. What's up, Alan? Alan, get back to work. What are you doing on YouTube? Bad Alan. I'm just joking. How's it going, Mr. Allen? Grab this soda. It's not a soda. Drinking this damn sparkling water. But look at the ingredients. Water. Carbonated water, natural flavor, whatever that is. Carbonated water. No preservative. So that's what we want. So I've been giving up my sodas. I'm drinking more of this nasty water. It's still like better than plain bottled water somehow. I don't know how. Yeah, we have a need for sparkling water in the US. I hear they're big on that in Germany. All right. Doing good. It's Friday, almost done with my 12-hour shift. I don't know about that, man. Well, that's okay. After your 12-hour shift is done, you can kick your feet back and hang out in the lake. Regular water is all you need. Yeah, I know, but I have enough money that I can buy special water. So I want special water, special yummy water, like cold water with the cucumber slice in it, that kind of shit. I want to spend money on the special water. I drink seltzer water because I'm addicted to carbonation. All right, here we are. Oh, look. See him? Woodpecker. What is he looking for up there, you wonder? He's looking for some worms up there. Head hurts, man. Hot, sweaty, hard to cool down. Coconut water? No, I haven't tried that. Man, I do not even want to walk up this last hill. This is it. This is the pain you must endure to lose weight. Exercise is by its nature painful, and you're going into that pain intentionally, like taking a medicine you don't want to take. All of life is like this, isn't it? No one likes to work 12 hours, but that's what you do to own a home. Most of life is just doing things you don't like to do, so that you can occasionally do something you do like to do. How many steps? I don't know. An hour's worth. You guys come visit. I'll take you on this morning walk. You'll see it's kind of intense. It's these big hills, man. It's a nice workout. Like, look how high above we are the water now. See how we look down and we can see the roof? We can see the roof of that dock. Well, when we're standing at my house, aren't we level with the water? So this shows you how far above we are. Maybe like three or four stories. Yeah, see the stairs going down to it? So we're way up above it. That's the hill we're climbing. It's still going up. It's ascending right now. So you understand how high the hills are. It's really hilly out here. I had to sleep 11 hours after 3 days of horrible shifts. I'm sorry to hear that, Ran. I got some good sleep today. Felt so much better when I woke up. I felt like all my stress was gone. I've been having trouble with sleeping a lot. Just can't fall asleep. I lay there fully awake. Look at all these guys. There's a guy. There's a guy. There's a guy driving next to that guy. So funny, dude. My shirt is drenched in sweat. It's good, gets the salt out. When do you even sleep? It feels like you never do. Today I slept 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. It was actually really good. Like I woke up, went to the stream, felt nice and refreshed. Felt really refreshed. And normally I sleep 8 a.m. So like after this walk, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's supposed to be when I fall asleep, but that doesn't work. I lay there wide awake, getting anxious that I can't fall asleep. My stomach feels weird. Just laying there, staring at the wall, not feeling tired at all. Yeah. Whew, we made it, guys. That's it. That's the end of the hill. That was the end. It's all downhill from here. Do you ever fish in that lake? Nah. I used to fish a lot when I was a kid. Nowadays, it's not that exciting. There's a deer laying in the forest. Do you see it? So cute. Two of them laying in the forest. They're just chilling out. They're like, what are you looking at? All right, downhill walks aren't always that fun because they activate the muscles in the front of your legs. bring your gun and shoot it. Deer meat is delicious. Well, it might be illegal to do that. I don't think you're allowed to shoot in a neighborhood. But in theory, let's say I did. What would I do with it? Would I have to walk back down, get my car, drive it away to like a butcher or something? Might as well just go buy some chicken. Don't need to do the deer. I'd buy some deer steak if it was at Walmart, though. Maybe the nearby butcher, maybe he's got some deer steak. I don't know. We have like a butcher out here in Lake of the Ozarks, Camdenton. We had to go there. Yeah, we've never been there. See what kind of weird stuff they got. Not illegal if they don't find out. Yeah, I don't know, man. Caca. We'll catch a deer for John. And John can butcher it in the backyard himself. Hang it up on a tree, drain the blood, get it all chopped down with the big cleaver, big wood cutting board. He chops all the good meat out. That'd be so funny. The water's really high right now. He used to hide for a new playmat. That's not a bad idea. That'd be kind of wild. All right, ooh, there we go. The hill's over. This is the best part of the walk. The last couple of steps to the home. Eat it raw right there. Give it to me raw. Isn't that what Golem says? He's all mad that they're cooking the fish. Check my mailbox on the way back. That looks like a hawk flying by. Crazy to think there's all these birds out here and then there's birds of prey looking to catch one of the birds. Crazy world we live in, huh? You think humans are like that at all? I think they are. I think some humans are the predators, just in their nature. Look at that armadillo, man. They're called bad people. Society doesn't like predators. Until we need to win a war, then we love predators. We all good. Get the strong guys over here. Strong, scary guys. Custom TCC playmats, huh? That's interesting. I think it's cool at those flying things in the world in general. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, how did that work out? How did animals evolve to fly? Neighbor's kitty cat. So cute. Got some packages. All right. Very good, guys. Another great walk. I feel like this is just the right amount of exercise. Not too much, not too little. I feel nice and exhausted, and but like I'm not dead. You know, I'm not fainting. Wow, I want to jump in that water right now. It looks refreshing as hell. We ought to go walking in our swimsuit and leave our sandals out, and then when we're done walking, I'll just climb right in the water. Take you guys with me. You guys can't see it, but I'm twisting my arm back and forth as I walk, but the camera's so good, it kind of makes it nicer to look at. So much salt in my eyes. Would you do, what would Liver King do? Yes. What would Liver King do? We went out on our boat a couple times today. I took those girlfriends of my wife out. It was really nice. It was a nice feeling. Very wholesome, by the way. Not a sexual thing. It was just fun. Yeah, water's kind of high right now. It looks gorgeous out there. You guys have no idea. I'm going to have so much fun this 4th of July. All right, next year, we guaranteed are organizing something for you guys to come hang out with us, okay? All right, well, I had fun, guys. I'm hopping off a little early today. See you later. Hold on, I gotta flip this around. Yeah, I'm hopping off early today, guys.